Hello, my name is Brent Mosier. I'd like to talk to you today about 4 benefits of youth organized sports. Today's youth don't realize what's happening to them when they're out running around, throwing or kicking a ball, or any other activity that they might do throughout that day. Youth who participate in organized sports are improving their overall well-being. Many youth live in an environment that does not allow them to get outside and be active and run around. Organized athletics is the only way that some kids have to be active. According to judiciary and judicial procedure, the term amateur sports organization means a person or governmental entity that sponsors, organizes, schedules, or conducts a competitive game in which one or more amateur athlete participates. In researching this speech, I have discovered how valuable organized sports are to our youth. Today I will explain to you the 4 benefits of youth organized sports. We have physical well-being, we have psychological well-being, we have academic success, and social well-being. Let's start out by looking at physical well-being. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, children who participate in structured sporting activities have a reduced risk of weight-related health issues. According to the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports, children need 60 minutes each day of exercise. Playing organized sports is a great way to stem the tide of childhood obesity. Just being outside and playing every day is a great way to stop this epidemic that seems to be sweeping across our nation. There are many organizations across the country that help promote physical well-being among our youth, such as Play 60, Action for Healthy Kids, the Kids Fit Foundation, just to name a few. The main thing that they all have in common, though, is getting kids up and getting them active, which is a good thing. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, children who participate in structured sporting activities have a reduced risk of weight-related health issues such as heart disease and diabetes. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported that obesity had tripled among youngsters between 1980 and 2012. Now let's look at psychological well-being. According to Dr. Marianne Engel, research has shown that sports contributes to psychological well-being. Dr. Daniel Landers, a leading researcher in the field, found that there is a strong correlation between exercise and enhanced mental well-being, specifically in the case of a reduction of anxiety and depression. More active children tend to have higher self-confidence than those who are less active. Part of the reason for higher self-confidence is due to the sense of accomplishment children may feel when they perform well at a practice or a game. Positive feedback is encouraging to the children. What better way for a child to gain confidence than to have a parent or a coach tell the child, "Great job today," or "I am proud of you for the way you handled yourself out there." Now, kids know when they do well, or they make a nice play out in the field or on the basketball court or whatever they may be doing. They know when they do well. But getting a confirmation from an adult that is meaningful in their life, that means a great deal to them. Now let's look at social well-being. Acquiring social skills is a significant benefit that children gain through participating in sports. Being part of any team requires interaction with others, but being part of a sports team teaches children how to trust and include others in their lives. It also teaches children how to maintain meaningful relationships with mentors like coaches, captains. Children who participate in these types of activities learn to communicate and work better with their peers and with adults. Lastly, let's look at academic success. Students who participate in organized sports tend to work harder in school to achieve greater educational and occupational aspirations, according to Dr. Daniel Gould, director of the Institute for the Study of Youth Sports at Michigan State University. Dr. Gould also notes that sports participation can be an incentive for kids to keep their grades up. As a child gets older and starts participating in sports in school, that school will require a minimum grade point average. It may vary from school to school, but all schools will also have an attendance requirement for that student athlete to be eligible to play. High quality organized sports are a gateway to academic success, higher academic achievement, better grades, improved chances of attending a college, and success in the labor market. In conclusion, I have talked about physical well-being, psychological well-being, social well-being, and academic success. As we have seen, organized sports provides numerous benefits for our youth. Now, coaching multiple sports over the last 20 years, I've seen firsthand the benefits of organized sports that can have on our child. From the first day of a practice, you got a quiet, shy kid off by himself, and as the season goes on, he starts interacting with the other kids and starts to come out of his shell. And as the seasons continue and you see this kid more and more on your team, so in different sporting activities over the next 4 or 5 years, sometimes it's really hard to believe that the growth that you can see in that child. I believe a big part of that is due to organized sports and the way that the structure that it involves with the sports. Organized sports, they are just a fun game to our youth, but to their body and their mind, it is much more. Let's play ball.